And this is the bootcamp. So you can find this bootcamp under our resources. I believe it's coming in there pretty soon, and we'll go ahead and pop a link here into the chat so you have access to this. I think if you were to Google compliance service bootcamp for ScalePad, it would pop right up too there. The link's pretty straightforward. So this bootcamp is basically a way to educate yourself, but also have some client-facing tools as well for launching a service. Now, this isn't implementing the service. When you're implementing the service, you'll use something like ControlMap. We'll get into that in a little bit. But this has a nice background on a guide, basically, on how to implement compliance as a service offering. Here's some interactive tools as I kind of scroll down. We have these compliance frameworks here. So as I mentioned, you want to understand your customers and choose the framework that aligns with their industry and with their region. And that's why ControlMap supports 60 plus frameworks, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of different industries, there's a lot of different regions to support. So this is a link to kind of organize some of those frameworks that we use. Of course, in ControlMap, you can see those as well. There's a little client assessment here that you can click on. Now, this is not an assessment for a framework. That is built into ControlMap, but this is more like just assessing your client's needs. So this is another little tool that's built in here to help you. Risk management roadmap, risk analysis worksheet, little price calculator to help you with pricing. And this is a key theme that we're going to focus on here, is that oftentimes MSPs will try to price something as a one-time offering. Like, hey, I'm going to do a one-time assessment for $2,000-$3,000, and that's what we're going to focus on. You want to make this a recurring service, because compliance and cybersecurity is a recurring process. It's something that should be done regularly, continuously. There's quarterly parts to it. There's annual parts to it. So these are things you need to build into your service and think about. And this pricing calculator helps you look at both the one-time projects, but also the recurring side, which is really the focus that you want to have here. And then down below is kind of the meat and potatoes of this, where there's different chapters on how to work with this. Like, for instance, client assessment, working through how to run through an assessment, what to do with this. Let's see, identifying your client needs, as I was mentioning, different frameworks. So some different tools here that are helpful.